yours. Here, I'm gonna be. Hi. How are you? I'm a one-woman show, so I'm gonna get you where you can see yourself. I don't have a camera guy. I'm sure you're used to that sometimes.
Oh yes,
Let me,
I'm very used to this life.
I'm gonna get you to squeeze in a little bit closer. Okay, so first of all, I have a million questions to ask you, but I'm gonna try to like just hit the main ones. First of all, I just like the only thing I can talk to you about right now is the fact that you had one of the most unbelievable interviews ever with our president. Like, can you just tell me behind the scenes, like, what was it like to do that, or any like good stories you had from meeting President Obama and interviewing him?
Well, it was an incredible experience. I always say that it was the second most nervous that I've ever been in my life, the first being coming out. But there was so much prep that went into it, and I think that was the part that was kind of like the biggest surprise to me. Was we were preparing for this way in advance, and they were, blocking out the entire interview, and like every second was like timed. Everything was planned. It was really incredible because they ran a really tight ship. And when it all happened, I was so glad that we had all those rehearsals. They even brought in a stand-in for the president that like answered our questions. So we were just used to having somebody to kind of bounce off of. So once we were put in the actual position of interviewing the president, I was like, thank God we went through all this rehearsal and all this preparation, because it just made me more relaxed, and I was able to be present instead of worrying about, oh my God, all these things that that are running through my mind.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So what advice would you have for other women like that? Because the thing about it is it seemed very candid and very laid back, but apparently it looks like a lot of work did go into it. So what would you say to other girls out there when they have like a huge interview or something that's like an OMG moment? Because clearly yours was so flawless.
Thank you. Well, I would say prepare as much as you can. I always say you do better when you know better. So study your material. And it really helped that I wrote my own questions, so I knew them through and through. But even then, you still want to make sure that you really know what you're talking about. So then that way, when you're in the moment, you don't have to rely so much on reading, and you can actually be there with the person and listen to what they're saying, because that's what it's all about. It's about having a conversation.
I would love to ask you, you mentioned when you did your coming out video. I remember seeing it in college. I was a women's gender studies major, and I majored in media. So the best of both worlds is like a woman like you that's speaking about feminism and equality and all these different things. Like, what is the big picture? I feel like you could have a talk show. There's so many things I could picture you doing. Like, overall, what is like this is the overall big goal?
Well, I'm not really thinking about things in specifics right now. I move in the direction of my intentions, which is moving in the direction of love and helping people. And I see where I end up along the way, because pretty much everything that I have in my life right now that I absolutely love are all things that I thought I never wanted. But at the end of the day, when I revisit the intention of everything that I'm doing, they're rooted in those two intentions. So they are actually, in fact, things that I want to be doing, which I think is such a beautiful realization to have. And so that's why I'm like, I follow my intentions and see where they lead me.
I love that. So what is great? Do you have a day that looks like a typical day from start to finish, or is every day just completely different? You seem like you have so many things going on, being a UN ambassador and having your channel. So what is a typical day in Ingrid's life?
Well, it really depends, because sometimes there are periods of travel and that kind of messes with my routine. But normally, if I'm in my home environment and I'm, making my videos, I wake up pretty early because I like to have time in the morning to get ready. I start shooting around 9 or 10, and I like to be finished shooting usually somewhere early in the afternoon, because after that point I just turn into a zombie, and I just shouldn't be on camera because I'm so just checked out. So I have to work on other things in the afternoon, and a lot of times I'll take an afternoon nap too, to just kind of refresh myself.
I love an afternoon cat nap, and you wake up feeling so good. And very lastly, I could pick your brain forever, but I would just love to hear from you, who are those other women inspirations? Say you had a dinner party, could invite 5 people, who would be your ultimate dinner party date, so you could have girl power time?
Oh wow, okay, 5 people. Taylor Swift,
Yes.
Lena Dunham, Iris Apfel, oh man, Hillary Clinton.
So you're with her.
Yeah, I'm with her. And, I'm really thinking about this. You know, I'm going to say Queen Elizabeth.
You're amazing. I love you so much. I look forward to seeing that, hopefully on your Instagram.
That would be
I'm gonna give you a hug. I seriously
you.
just like love you, girl to girl. Like you are amazing. So keep doing everything you do. That's so great. Thank you.